Alrighty guys, today we're going to be hopefully parting out some snowmobiles and getting rid of some junk. I got to do some labeling of which snowmobiles we're going to scrap out so the old man can take them to the scrapyard for us while we're working our 9-to-5s. So there's a couple, see back there, that are already good enough to scrap, like they're toast. There's a couple others, an XCR special. Got to get a couple parts off of a couple Jags that the chassis don't have much left. And then I believe I'm looking over there. Oh, no, never mind. There's a SP right there. That's definitely going to go. I'm just going to check it over once just to make sure we didn't miss anything. That's even remotely valuable because I've already parted out one or two of those, so I don't really need the parts. And the parts aren't really that desirable. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Back here is... I think it's a Formula Plus, like 90, maybe 89. There's an FZ, Formula Z 97 chassis there. Another hood that's junk. I probably should just burn that. And then there's an Elan chassis and hood with an engine. So that'll probably be staying for now. We got the old trusty paint here. The 380 obviously will not be getting scrapped. We still got to definitely part that out. That's a nice sled yet with a bad motor. The little moto ski that's been chopped, we're definitely up in the air on that because the motor still turns over and the skis are nice on it yet. I'll probably leave that. And then it sounds like I may potentially have both of these Polarises sold. So we'll probably leave these here until somebody comes along and purchases them. The Colt's not the worst. The seat on the Colt is nice. And it just needs the recoil put on, probably some points. Skis aren't that bad on the Colt either. Here we got the Indy 400 chassis. That honestly doesn't have much left on it either. We just got to get maybe some of the skis off. Maybe some of the trailing arms if they're not bent. Maybe the drive case is still in it with some chain case gears we can pull out. The ZR 580, I believe there isn't much left to that either. Might as well get that thing taken care of. Get that parted out. Obviously not scrapped yet. This Jag chassis back here, I believe it's just got a track in it yet, and the drive system and the carburetor still sitting there. Skis are absolutely shot. The trailing arm, I gotta see if I have one in the back, but I know somebody wants one of those. We got this Enticer 340, like a 1985. Let me know if you guys want to see a revival and maybe see if this engine runs. It is tight, but not saying it could never run again. But I know it is seized at the moment. Got this for like literally nothing a couple weeks back, so got that Enticer. Has everything there, you know, basically complete for like the engine wise. It needs a recoil rope and I'm sure lots of other things, and that ski is absolutely cocked. That Jag is a good parts sled. We should definitely take some parts off of that and then scrap it most likely. Got our pile of tracks that are basically used for traction mats on snowmobile trailers. So if you guys are ever in the area in Wisconsin, let me know if you guys need a track. You know, $5-10 a piece we're selling those for. Got the old F chassis, F3, in real nice shape. Got to definitely get this thing taken apart because of the seat that's still half-assed okay. The bumper set up in the rear and the hood on this thing is really nice. So we got to get that addressed. Here's an Indy 400 chassis. I mean, maybe we just pull apart the drive case and pop the gears out and say screw the rest of it, because the other stuff isn't... shoot, the trailing arms ain't bad either. They're not bad. So this one here, we still got to get some stuff off. I can't believe how clean the tunnel is, that decal in the tunnel. Wow. This S chassis, Formula Z, almost parted out complete. Just got a couple things left. basically drive system in the chain case. And then one trailing arm has to come off along with handlebars with master cylinder. And the dash is broken, so that's no good. Very common on these guys. Cracks where they're mounted, the little plastic dash. That side's completely gone. I'm pretty sure this Panther we're gonna scrap out. If you guys saw what was in that gas tank and you could smell it, you'd be, wow, you'd be worked up for sure. It's a damn shame that the tunnel still got the old grip tape on it. I'll probably pull the hood and pull the dash and get rid of that before we scrap it. But other than that, so get this one with the old paint. We got that. The Bolins, I'm trying to con Angus from Junkyard Digs to buy it, hopefully. I don't know when, but maybe we can swindle him into buying it. Make sure you guys go over to Kevin's channel and comment that Angus should buy that sled from me for $100, because you know he needs it. Here's the XCR Special and the Jag 440. This Jag we actually got running. You guys have saw the video probably about 6 months ago. That machine definitely does run. Studded track, and it's not totally shot, but definitely has a crank seal out and an intake manifold leak. So it needs more love than I'm willing to put in it right now. So we'll have to see what Mark thinks, if we're going to part it out or what we're going to do. Just like I said, the XCR Special, we should definitely get the hood off, get the Fox shocks off, probably a couple other miscellaneous things, maybe pull the handlebars, and then get that thing done, gone, scrapped. We got that Jag that actually did run, but the head gasket's blown and the stud is pulled out of the head, or out of the cylinder I mean, and it does not stay torqued. The head does not stay torqued, but not a bad 1980 Jag there. We have that Jag chassis back there, which will get scrapped here eventually. I don't know if a guy wanted one of those drive axles. I was just going to pull that engine out just to have it as a core. Then we got that moto ski, that Zephyr, which I'm hoping somebody will come and snag up. I have to look at that track on it once and see how bad it is, but it's really not a bad sled. Seat on it's not too bad either. Olympic 300, trying to get rid of those two. This sled is definitely going in the scrap this year. Another Formula SP or no, it's a Safari. Well, serial number 90, guys. Well, she's an early one in that year. But yeah, this one can definitely go. Yep. That way the old man knows which ones to scrap out, even if I'm not around. And I won't get pissed at him. These motors, we're not sure if we should keep them as anchors for our boat or what we should do with them. That's a Scorpion Whip chassis. You guys can see the front is a little towed out. And by a little, I mean an absolute ton. So yeah, I know the track and suspension is still in it, and it was good, and I wanted to take, or it came with an extra suspension there. I don't know if it's any good, but keep it around for now. Pull the chain case and scrap the heck out of it. That Lynx chassis definitely can get scrapped, but it has fairly good skis, and there's still an engine in it that we got to pull out just for an extra core. The rest of the chassis is pretty much picked clean. Pretty much get rid of that and scrap it. What else we got? This XLT can definitely get scrapped out too. I just got to pull some parts off of that. Wonder if it's got, no, it's the Ride FX or AFX 2-up XLT. I think there's a couple miscellaneous things left on it. Just got to pull the spindles out. Probably do that. This is old 38 Special that you guys have seen videos on. Still could fix it and ride it. Or if somebody's looking for a project, you know, $200, it's yours. Not a bad rig by any means, but not a great rig. Tall windshield still looks good. We got that Indy 500 back there. We got to park that out. It's a buddy of ours. We got that nice hood for that Safari right over there on your right. Johnson JX400. I got a hood back in the shed for it. That thing, I'm gonna make one more phone call to a guy. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna pull the motor and maybe scrap that thing out. It's got low compression. Damn shame the seat's pretty good on it. We got that Suzuki XR 400. That one there is missing the suspension. The engine's tight, but it's not the worst. And we did take the hood off. The original hood is sold. Put that red hood just laying on there. Those are kind of a cool rig, but not really that popular and sought after. Not really worth a lot of money. So this Cyclone we're definitely going to be getting rid of. I'm just going to pull the skis if they're not completely junk. Somebody already motor swapped it with like an Arctic Cat Spirit motor. That's absolute seized. I mean seized like you wouldn't believe. Where you could lift it up by the pole rope. You know, it's tight. That chassis is definitely going to get scrapped. I'm going to put some paint on that one as I trip over a couple snowmobiles here. That one. Here's another parts jag right here that I believe has an engine too, but it was tight, and then the secondary clutch, as you all know, is absolutely seized to the jack shaft, and we mushroomed the crap out of it. So, mission compromised with that, but seat on it isn't too bad, and the gas tank I believe is clean. This one here had skis for my beater cross sled that were really nice, so I stole those a while ago, but not a bad parts rig. And we got that Trail Cat, which I don't know if I mentioned that VMAX down there, guys, is basically a complete sled besides an engine. Like everything is there besides an engine. There's a VMAX down there. We got it with this Trail Cat, and was there one other sled maybe? Or just those two, I think. But this Trail Cat's pretty much junk. It's picked clean. There's a track and suspension in it yet, and the front end's a little tweaked on the one side. The hood definitely needs to go in the garbage, but we won't scrap it out just yet. The only thing back here would be this Scorpion Whip 440. I know it's got a good track and pararail in it. I was going to pull out. And then we got another Jag 2000 here sitting, which we should definitely scrap this thing out. Just got to get a couple parts off it yet. Just got to get a couple parts off that one yet. This one was in a fire. I don't know if it's a Panther, Cheetah, something like that. Early 70s. Absolute junk. And then there's an Indy Trail 88 or 89 model year. Pretty much picked clean besides, I think, the chain case we can pull the stuff out of. And I think it's got trailing arms, but I want to say I have ones already for it. Front bumper's junk. And then back there's a couple others. That 340 Cheetah, I want to say, is toast, but might be able to maybe take 1-2 things off it yet. Maybe some of the levers are usually broken. If they're good, keep those. That sled, which I believe is like another Panther chassis. Besides the chrome ski shocks, it's going in the scrap pile. A GS 340, I think, over there. Definitely going in the scrap pile. And then that Lynx that's tipped up on its side has a 1/16 track in that we're going to keep for the LT Gray Jag build. So that's the suspension and track we're going to use out of that Lynx. We just got to get it out of that burning metal weeds over there, so that'll be fun. So that's what we got in store for us. It should be a good time. Now he's going to be checking for bees first and be very mindful of when he lifts the hood.
Only 54 and it clicks on it.
Just he's very cautious when he looks in the old chassis here. Okay. Is the hood worth saving, you think? Pulling the hood off?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's just unfaded?
It's just unfaded. Yeah, there's really no cracks in it.
Think those pins will come out of there? Or does that just lift?
It just lifts out. The only one you have to worry about is you have to pull this one off. With the slide the grommet, like that rubber. It's almost like a rubber grommet, yeah. Anything in the toolkit?
Good. Oh fuck, some cheap mismatched plugs.
Some champions and some fucking NG.
Did they leave us a fuel pump or anything on this thing?
Clutch card.
We got 100 of those.
Yeah, still, what's one-on-one? I mean, with the toolkit on here too. One plug in there too.
Chain case, they've already taken full precautionaries there.
Master cylinder.
Yep. Just cut the whole bars off, probably, right?
I mean, it's got the. You just pull off two bolts here. Whole cow.
I'll probably just cut the steering shim right there. Yeah, I believe it's called Evolved or Aggressive.
Evolve's like my 96 440, right? That's an Evolved chassis.
Yeah, I think this is Aggressive.
This is an Aggressive.
You can see she's aggressive by the old angle of the Dango.
And they're so big in the front, like compared to the seat, they're so big.
Oh, I know. They got that pod console. And then XLT is also going to be one of them too, Caleb, when we do this.
Yeah.
There's not much left to her, but except the skis ain't the worst.
See, that's an Evolved chassis.
Yes. This is like 95 or 96.
Of course, no throttle.
Nope. But it's Ride AFX 2-up.
Yeah.
But I believe, guys, there's like throttle cap and slides maybe left in it.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, even some miscellaneous stuff in there. Yeah,
But
it's like
you
letter hammer,
understand this
right?
thing, right?
It is now.
Yeah. So, ooh. What's this thing got in for shocks?
I think it's just regulars.
Yeah.
Just steel bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, trailing arms off it? I mean, trailing
The one on that side snapped off.
Oh, yeah. One trailing arm.
If they come off, we'll take. Is it IFS extra or just regular IFS? That's not extra 12, I don't think.
Nope.
So they already robbed the fuel pump, it looks
Pull a
like.
master off it.
Yep. We'll do the same thing, cut the bars.
Reverse on this guy.
Yeah, it did. They took all the reverse stuff out of it already,
oh,
though.
no, the cable's here yet. That's about it.
I think they robbed all the. Yeah, they robbed everything out of the case.
Yep, chain case.
So, guys, that'll be another candidate. And then the links behind it also. So we'll get a couple yanked. And then we'll go from there. 96 XCR Special. Gonna get the shocks off of it. Cut the steering post, pull the bars out. The brake line looks like it's already been rubbed almost through, so I'm not really worried about that. But there's some things you can save on the handlebars. We'll just keep all that. Try to get the Fox shocks off the front. Tip it up, make sure there's nothing underneath that we missed. Maybe attempt to get the hood off, just in case somebody would want the pod off the top of it. Looks like it's almost off. Just gotta see how. Oh, hello, little bees. Kale's working on getting the gauge pod out. I'm gonna fire up the grinder, get the glasses on. I'm gonna cut the steering shaft. I know you guys would probably be pissed if I cut the steering shaft and not just unbolt it, but I have plenty of these and I don't need it. And if I ever did, I could just weld it back together if I really had to. So we're gonna cut it below so we can use it if we need to. I might even cut it down lower yet. And then I'm gonna cut the brake line because it's already rubbed through and ruptured. So just cut it anyways, and then work on the Fox shocks. Go. The drive case has been pretty much picked through. I'll probably pull out the dipstick. And Kale's working on the old gauge pod here. Actually, doesn't look too bad. No. That's got to be the same gauge pod like your 98 XLT.
A little different though. Mine doesn't have a gas gauge on it.
Oh, that's right. This is XLT special.
Yeah.
Should just lift out and maybe it's unplugged.
Too.
No, I don't even have to.
Mine is a special also.
But yeah, yours is XLT cool. Special.
Mine's a little different though.
So we got all that. I cut, dude, the old tough guy cut.
Nice.
Got that done.
Perfect.
Now I think what we should do, I robbed like all the caps off of it.
Do we want to pull the hood?
Nah. It's all sun faded.
Yeah.
All right, we got the pod cover. Is there still gauges in there? No, that's just headlights.
That's headlight bolt.
And those ain't coming out really, probably. Shocks. I think we can work on that. The drive case has been picked through, right? I took all the caps off.
Brake line? You snipped it?
I just snipped it, yeah, because it was already rubbed.
Yep, oh yeah. Typically rub right where the steering shaft is.
Does this have a gas? Does it have a... Dude, smell the... Oh! Oh!
Well, there was a doohickey on there.
Oh my god, guys, this
that
is...
smell. Put it back on there. I got a downwind of it.
Oh! Oh! No need to save that tank. You got a 9/16, you said?
2 of them.
Can we pull the let's pull the fuel tank fitting out.
What are the odds? What are the odds the pickup line's good?
None.
He's always good at yanking. I can put the ratcheting end on, I guess, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe?
Yeah, there's no swivel in there. You got it the right way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Those ratcheting wrenches, man.
The fitting's worth
Oh yeah.
$10 for a fitting.
That's shit guys don't think about.
Well, when you gotta buy them, like, you buy some, or a strip.
Well, the plastic ones break so often.
With a thick freaking shaft.
Holy shit. That's 1/4 inch at least.
She's in there good too. No shot. She got to be rotted clean off.
Oh shit, yep.
Oh!
That's the line, gentlemen.
Yeah, you love to see that, but that's a good thing. And I think you did all the work there. That was good. Sure. That should be 2 9/16. Yep.
I got the ratchets.
Okay. I'll break it loose with this end.
Upsy daisy, right?
Oh, yeah, you got her. Unless this thing's seized. Hold on. No, I think she's good. Alright, and upsy daisy. That's the lightest old rig anymore. So we already sold a bunch of the trailing arms off this thing. Let's see if this one's any better. My coolant just pissing out of it. Let me try to crack her loose on your end. No, it's not. Let's see if this one's any better. If we get one out, that'd be cool. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna attempt to get the one left front shock off yet. It's the bolt seized in the bushing. So without getting the torch out, we might try to get creative. It's bare and it's heavy.
You gonna set them over sideways?
Yep, right on top. Like now.
Man, dude, that thing's still 200 pounds.
Oh,
Guaranteed.
so heavy. Well guys, we got another one added to the pile. Now we get to the XLT. The XLT guy. How do you feel about that XLT?
Oh, it's so fucked. I mean, you can't even make it up. Just everything that could be wrong with it's wrong with it.
And then some. And then it's even more wrong. Watch out for them wasps flying around there, guy.
Like that Chinky's been open for years. Like
yeah,
the
we're gonna
rust on that shaft.
We'll yank that thing out quick, and guys, and we'll see how she looks.
Here, tip the hood up and we'll yank it out.
Yeah. That trailing arm is completely snapped.
Yeah.
I guess we can pull gauges. No. Alright, I'll get a ski. Studded? Okay. Is that studded long track?
Yeah, maybe.
Is she rowdy?
Alright, I'm gonna go
stand. These hood straps you think worth keeping? Nice too. Somebody was even cool and taped up the throttle slides for us, so we'll get that all out, do the old cool guy cut of the steering stem again, post. I could be cool and try to crack loose the brake line. I might on this one because it's not cut. Maybe I'll do that. Must be a coolant sensor. Voltage regulator still down there. Another dipstick for the chain case. It's straight metal, guys. Straight metal. And then the belt, well, that's still good. Wowzers. There's a whole lot of usable things, except for the skis actually aren't the worst. So we'll try to pop them spindles out. I'll have Caleb get an industrial size hammer. The trailing arm isn't actually broken. It's just not connected. So that's interesting. Steering post is cut. I'm gonna try to get a wrench, I think it's 7/16 for the brake line fitting going into the caliper. And yeah, maybe I'll bring the impact gun out here and try to zip the caliper off and save the whole setup maybe on this application. So that could be something we could attempt. And then we gotta get that secondary clutch off, but I gotta get a pliers for the wing nut on the side panel. Because secondary, it seems to be unseized from the shaft, so I might as well save that. Always need secondary clutches. So this is a 95, I want to say. Yep, 95 XLT. And we'll work on that front end and get that stuff handled.